Hey y'all, I thought I would take you along as I make some magnesium supplement. I learned this from William Davis, Dr. William Davis, who wrote the book Wheat Belly. He published it in a couple of different books, I think. I will link this information where I got it from his site below, so you can go see it for yourself. But basically, it's a way to make magnesium bicarbonate, which is a very bioavailable form of magnesium. And I can really tell when I'm not taking it, because I take several different forms of magnesium, and I will get Charlie horses, leg cramps and stuff like that if I'm not regularly taking magnesium. So this is my favorite way. It's so economical too. Way cheaper than buying any other kind of magnesium supplement. And it literally only takes about 5 minutes. So I'll show you how to do it. So you can use any Milk of Magnesia product. I just use this off-brand that I got at my local grocery store. There's a couple things you want to look for. You want to make sure that it's unflavored. So this one says original flavor, but there's no added flavorings to it. And then the second thing you want to look for is that it's only magnesium hydroxide and there's no other additives to it. It's very important that those two things are that's the type of Milk of Magnesia that you buy. So literally I picked this up, I think it was $2 at my local grocery store because I bought the off-brand, super cheap. And I've now made, I don't know how many I've made out of this. I don't know. I'm guessing it'll make about 6 liters. I'm thinking this is about half full, and I think I've made 3 liters so far. Anyway, don't quote me, but it lasts forever because you're only using 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons, that's all you're using to 1 liter of water. And then, like I mentioned, you use some sparkling water. I prefer the spring water. This is actually local to me, a couple hours away in Mineral Wells, Texas. This is some mineral spring water that's sparkling. You can use any sparkling water. It can just be filtered sparkling water. In fact, I think Dr. Davis, that's what he recommends, because his recipe is 2 liters of water to 3 tablespoons of Milk of Magnesia. I make mine double strength basically because I'm only using a 1 liter bottle of water, and I still use 3 tablespoons of the Milk of Magnesia. I also prefer glass bottles. So again, that's just my preference, but I prefer spring water and I prefer it in glass. Okay, so the only other thing you need is a funnel. So first thing, you want to take out a little bit of water out of your bottle. I'm going to take out 3 tablespoons because that's what I'm about to put in of Milk of Magnesia. And you can either drink it or toss it, whatever you like. I drink the water because I don't like to waste things. Okay, so I shook up this Milk of Magnesia really good. And now I'm going to pour 3 tablespoons in this handy dandy measuring cup that it came with. I'm doing this one-handed, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, that looks like 3 tablespoons. Okay, next we're going to pour it in. It may foam up on you a little bit like that, so I just kind of pour it into little parts so it doesn't foam up or fizz up, I guess I should say, too much. So you see it's going to be really cloudy, totally normal. Okay, next step, we're going to put the cap on and shake it up really good. So you see, I'm shaking this up one-handed. It's kind of awkward. Sorry if I'm shaking the whole camera. But see how cloudy it is? That's totally cool. We're going to let that sit. I'm going to put it in the fridge. Not because it has to be refrigerated, but I think it works faster. I don't know. It's probably just me. I don't know. I'm going to set it in there for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to shake it up again. So this is what it looks like after 15 minutes. It's still kind of cloudy. There's some sediment on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is shake it up again. So I said it was only going to take a few minutes. That's true, like only a few minutes hands-on, but you do have to, I guess probably 30 minutes would be more accurate, 30, 35 minutes, 5 minutes to shake and pour. in like 30 minutes that it needs to sit. Okay, see how the sediment is no longer on the bottom, but it's still cloudy. So it still needs some time to continue to react. So I'm going to stick it back in the fridge for another 15 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the second 15 minutes in the fridge. I'm going to shake it again. And usually it's a little less cloudy than this. Mine's always a little bit more cloudy than I think what it's supposed to be because I make a double batch. So I mean, like if you want to be, follow the rules and do it the way Dr. Davis recommends. I'm just doing this because I'm trying to get as much magnesium as I can in a small amount of water because I'm adding it to the drinking water that I'm drinking. So I'm basically making a concentrate. Whereas he talks about you just, drink it straight, like if you're not doing it double like this. So typically though, I guess it is more like an hour that it takes for mine to get completely clear. But anyway, it will become clear eventually. So once that happens, then it is done. And then all I do is add it to my drinking water. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, it's a little while later and my water still isn't clear. It really is supposed to be clear, y'all. But it's because I'm like saturating this, so it takes longer than... So if you use 2 liters of water in the same proportions as Dr. Davis talks about, this would already be clear. I've done that before and it does. It gets more clear. So of course when I'm filming this, it's still not clear when I'm filming it. But anyway, I want to finish the video so I can show you. Anyway, this is my water cup and I add, I use a tablespoon measurement. This is actually a 2 tablespoon measurement and I add this to my drinking water. Some people don't like to do that. Some people would rather just like down it like a, supplement or something. Like my husband does not like the way it tastes in my water and I'm totally okay with it. And my theory is if you really need magnesium, it probably tastes good to you. At least it does to me. I know that's weird. But yeah, you'll just have to figure out what works for you. So what I do, because I have this double strength, is that I take about 16 tablespoons a day in order to get to the 360 milligrams that Dr. Davis recommends a day. And on the page that I'm linking to, that I'm going to link you to, you can go read about it and get more information. Sorry, Gracie's talking. Please stop talking, Gracie. Please. She doesn't like it when I'm on my phone. I'm filming this on my phone, and she's like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. She can't stand when I'm on my phone. Okay, so in order to get to 360 milligrams a day with my double strong magnesium, I have to do 16 tablespoons a day. So every time I finish a glass of this water, I have a wax pencil and I just add another heart. So that's what I do. And some days I don't get to 360 milligrams. Most days I really try because I really need it. So there you go. That's how you make some amazing, very bioavailable magnesium for just pennies, literally.